Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man, let's talk about Errol Spence, Fundora. And this ain't no inside information. You know, this is just me insinuating or assuming. It's not insinuating, but assuming. You know, Terence Crawford throw Errol Spence a bone with the Fundora fight. And I was just thinking about it. I heard somebody hit me up behind the scenes and said, well, you know, Crawford duck. And my thing is, they was going to do this Errol Spence fight regardless. We all knew that with Fundora, you know. So it didn't matter, you know, had, you know, Terence took the WBO or not, he still was going to need PBC to get undisputed if that's what he want to do. And I know Canelo a free agent now. And there's rumors that he could fight Jamal in May. I guess if Jamal get past Andrade, if that rumor true. So he still may need to work with PBC to get Canelo. Or he still may need to work with PBC to get what's the other dude's name? To get undisputed with Tim Zoo, Backrhyme, you know, whatever his name is. Also the brother Jamel Charlo may jump up in there. Fundora, Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? So he still may need to, you know, tap in with PBC. Like a lot of his roles lead to PBC. You know, if you want to get a belt at 60, you know, Errol Arizandi Lara, the brother Carlos Adames, you know, and then Jenovic with Top Rank on the other half of the division, which he's a really big 160 pounder. I heard he won. I could have ended him in 2 rounds, but yeah, but continuing on another serious note, so, you know, Terence Crawford was like, you know what, man, you know, I'll let them fight for the 2 belts, you know, and I'll go ahead and just, you know, let them fight, you know, maybe he took some cash, you know, and maybe he, you know, now I talk about the other scenarios towards the end of the video, maybe he took some cash and was like, cool, I'll just take this cash. But I also think he did that to throw Errol Spence a bone. Yeah, I think he did that to throw, like, Errol Spence threw him a bone. Errol Spence gave him an opportunity when Al didn't want him to, and he probably like, you know what, the least I probably can do to pay him back is just go ahead and let him fight for these 2 belts and let him get his career back on track. And I think that's what he did. I think Terence Crawford was just like, you know what, take the belts. You know, fight for the belts. You know, I'm probably going to get undisputed anyway. Fucking with Al and them. I'm probably not going to be undisputed. So, take the belts. You know what I'm saying? You know, take the belts and be done with it. I think that's exactly what his train of thought was, throwing Spence an assist. You know, Spence scratched his back. He scratched his back. No didn't. You know, that's exactly what I think it was. You know, that's exactly what I think it was. So, I definitely could be wrong. Like I said, I have no insider information, but I think one of the reasons he stepped aside was off the strength of Errol Spence. You know, for the most part, throwing him a bone and fighting him, giving him that opportunity, because most of the guys over at PBC, they listen to Al. Only a handful of guys venture off and do what they want to do. Fulton, Adrian Broner, Errol Spence, you know, all them dudes on that short list. And then, you know, Fulton is fighting Figueroa again. I'll speak on that. And I'm going to have a long, today Thursday, so y'all might see this video Friday. I'm going to have a long ass Thursday. Well, it depends what time I get off. I just have a long, I'm trying to think. Maybe I may make it to the gym. Yeah, possibly. It may not be that long. It depends. I got gas, so I ain't got to go to the city. So I might be at the crib around 5-ish. Depending how my workout go. 5-ish, so get them together. I might just squeeze a live in. You know, it is Friday tomorrow, so you know, I can thug it out through a Friday. Real talk. I can thug it out through a Friday. but yeah, man. I think he looked out for Errol, to be real. I I believe he looked out for Errol. He was like, he looked out for me. I'll let him go ahead and fight for these 2 belts. I don't think they're going to rematch. You know what I'm saying? That's my humble opinion. I don't see them rematching. I don't see it. Now, if he come back and impressively stop Fundora and look good, maybe the demand is there. See, Errol Spence ain't drained. Errol Spence look good. Errol Spence, and that may be the storyline to make that rematch jump, and it may be look good. But if you think about it, everything that Crawford probably want to do, damn near got to go through PBC. Still, a dying company that hated you. So if they offer them some money or whatever, then that's what it is. Take the bread. But they offer them some money. They offer them some money. But operating in good faith like that, allow them to do that. Maybe they'll scratch your back later on. So I know that's probably what they hoping. But I think he was like, you know what, Errol looked out for me. I'll get out the way. Look out for him, because Terence Crawford tried to fight Fundora in June. Fundora the one that admitted that and said it didn't make no sense. All right, so they was doing this fight with or without the WBO. It didn't matter. So they was gonna act like the WBA and the WBO didn't exist. So the question is, who is Terence Crawford gonna fight? Because it ain't Teofimo Lopez if he in the contractual bind with Top Rank. So him and Top Rank, he's saying his contract not valid. Top Rank saying it is. So he probably on the shelf. So I don't know. Israel Madrimov fighting with Boba Chuck on the Usyk Fury 200 card. So Bud may not be seeing it till next year. He better stop doing that shit. Yeah, he better stop doing that shit. But he better stop doing it. But something else I want to speak on too. But I think he threw Errol a bone. But I don't see him fighting the winner though. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't see him fighting the winner. Yeah, I don't see him fighting the winner. Yeah, I don't see him fighting the winner. Yeah, I don't see him fighting the winner. I don't think the winner gonna fight him unless it's a deal already in place. If it's a deal already in place, then yeah, I can see him fighting the winner. But if it ain't no deal in place, I don't see him fighting the winner. Yeah, I don't see him fighting the winner. And if it's a deal already in place, nah, he gonna fight him. If they ain't got no contract in place, or at least the parameters for a contract in place, I don't think they're gonna fight each other. I don't think he's gonna fight the winner. It'll be interesting to see what Bud's next move actually is. That's what I'm interested in seeing. What is his actual next move? So I'm very interested in seeing that. Like, what is his actual next move? I don't think the winner is gonna fight him. I don't think you're gonna see an EJ rematch. I don't think you're gonna see him fight Fundora. Because in my opinion, like, I understand keeping the bread in house. This Spence and Fundora ain't no big pay-per-view. Fundora, be having more empty seats. More empty seats. Than anything. More empty seats than a Piston game. So I just don't, it just don't, like, that's not a big pay-per-view. That fight is not big enough to make that fight. For them to say, oh, no Bud fight. To say we got to do this, it's just an in-house fights, I guess. Maybe they got some site fee money. There's rumors that it can happen at Dallas AT&T Cowboy Stadium. There's rumor that it can happen at Frisco Star. They're practice facility where he fought Campo at. So yeah, there's rumors that it can happen there. So yeah, you hear those things, you know. So I don't see that fight being big enough to bump a Fundora Crawford 3-belt unification. I just don't see it. I think the winner of this fight gonna fight Tim too. That's just my humble opinion. I think the winner of that fight is going to fight Tim too. So Coach Malachi said that next year's Bud, last year's fight. So I guess the ideal situation, we go up and beat Canelo, but I don't think that's an option. I think the second one is be undisputed at 54. And if it's a distant third, get undisputed at 54. And then possibly try to get a belt at 60 in what, 5? Yeah, become a 5-division world title. I think De La Hoya holds that distinction. I think De La Hoya went for 6. And Mayweather holds that distinction. That accomplishment, excuse me. So yeah, I think that may be the move. When James Brown say, "I got the moves that make you go." Sometimes so yeah, that may be the play. That may be the play. That may be the play. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of getting notifications. We go live, we drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good